Protective styling has helped me go from that to this. You cannot convince me. Protective styling is this. He cuts my hair. That's not true. I'm here to prove you wrong. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Bibiana Afiari by name. In this channel, I teach queens on how to grow their crowns, how to grow their hair healthy, full, long, and all that good stuff. So if that is something you want to be a part of, you should hit the subscribe button and join this family. Also hit the notification bell so you get updated when I post a new video. What is a protective style? A protective style is an hairstyle that protects the hair strands and the hair ends, the tips of the hair, that are very delicate and fragile, either by it being tucked away, being twisted, plaited, or styled in a way that it is not going to be manipulated. This way, the strands of your hair are protected, while new hair grows in between that period of the protective style to add to the already protected hair length. This way, the length of your hair is retained, because during the period of this protective style, new hair grows out from your scalp and adds to the protected hair strands, making your hair length increase. The goal of a protective style is length retention. So when you are doing a protective style and you are not retaining length, there is something you are doing wrong. This will lead us to the do's and don'ts of a protective style. While in a protective style, you want to ensure that your hair is being moisturized while you are in that protective style. You want to ensure that you put in water and some oils during the period of your protective style. It could be twice a week, thrice a week, or whatever works for you. You do not want to leave your protective style because, oh yes, my hairs are protected. Being in a protective style or your hair being in a protective style does not automatically mean that your hair is protected. There are some things that are supposed to be put in place, and there are some steps that must be taken to ensure that you enjoy the maximum benefit of a protective style, which is moisture. You do not want to be in a protective style and you're not moisturizing your hair, either be it twice a week, thrice a week. You should put in some oil, put in some water, let your hair, be moisturized. That is why low porosity hair, if you check the gang of people that are talking that protective style does not work for me, protective style does not that, does not this, most of them are low porosity guys. Low porosity in the sense that for water to get into your strands, it takes a whole lot of time, and for water to get out, it also takes a long amount of time. Most of them are low porosity guys, because for you to actually get in the moisture, you need more than moisturizing once a week while in a protective style. You should moisturize at least twice a week while you are in a protective style. This will make sure that your hair is soft during that protective style, so that when you are taking it down, due to the amount of lost hair, shed hair that added up during the period of your protective style, it will not affect the taking down process because your hair has some moisture and it has some oil. There will be a lot of sleep and your hair will be soft for manipulation. Taking down an overly dried hair will do more harm than good. Reason why you should moisturize your hair while in a protective style if you want to guarantee maximum benefits. The most important part of a protective style is the installation process and the taking down process. The installation process is the time when you are actually plaiting your hair or twisting your hair or putting your hair in that particular protective style. Either you do it yourself or you get an hairstylist to style your hair. The process of you installing this protective style is one of the important factors that will guarantee if the protective style will do more good than harm. You really want to be gentle with your hair while installing the protective style. Styles like braids, all those braids that you go to meet an hairstylist and they drag your hair, so in fact they make your
avoid demonic barbers, avoid satanic barbers for this life wey una come. See my hairline wey dey here before, see the hairline for here. You come they give me wetin be this, wetin be this. Jesus blood of Jesus, see my hair, they go inside this place. This guy, they give me linear curve. See
your hair is in sorrow. They drag your hair all in the name of, oh, you want your hair to be fine, you want you, because what the hairstylist is after is the beauty of her work. She does not want the hair to look rough, so she wants it to be neat by all force. So she will drag the living day out of the strands of your hair, so that your protective style will be clean, sleek,
Okay.
so that your face will come out like this. My sisters, my queens out there listening to me, you do not want that for yourself. Ensure to tell your hairstylist to loosen the grip of her hands while installing the protective style. This way, your hair is not being uprooted while installing the protective style. I have talked about the during aspect. That is the period of the protective style. It could be like 1 month loss, 6 weeks, 2 months. You should ensure that during that period, your hair is being moisturized and well taken care of. You should wash your hair. Being in a protective style does not mean you can't wash your hair. You can wash your hair while your hair is in a twist. You can wash your hair and oil it when your hair is in a cornrow. You can wash it, except let's say there's an attachment on it, or a crochet or something that will automatically cover your hair. That is when that there's an excuse for really not taking care of your hair. You should take care of your hair while in a protective style. So that is the second phase during the process. Then the third process is the taking down aspect. How do you take down your protective style? Do you do it with patience? Do you dedicate a long period of time where you take it down with all love, care, gentleness which your hair deserves? Or are you rash? Are you violent? Are you rough? Do you drag your hair, or do you just cut any tangle? You just rip your hair apart, or at any little slight knot you carry scissors and you won't see any length if you are doing that. If you are being rough with your hair, in fact, it will do more harm. It will do damage to your hair. So yes, of course, protective style does not work for everybody, especially when you cannot be gentle while taking it down. So that is why we have those people that are always like, protective style do not work for me, do not work. These are the factors you should put in place to ensure the benefits of a protective style. And believe me, it's worth it, because your hair has been in a protective style for like 6 weeks, a month. It's a long time. What is 1 day or 2 days to do that you can't dedicate to take down your protective style? Please do not take down your protective style when you're angry. Please do not take down your protective style when you are rushing. Your hair should not suffer for some things that it's not guilty of. Your hair should not be the victim. You are angry, someone annoyed you. Your hair should not suffer for it. Go and pour your violence or your anger on the victim, on the person that made you angry, not your hair. What are the types of protective styling? We have braids, either with attachments or with your real natural hair. We have twists, we have cornrows, we have weavings, we have wigs, we have crochet, and several types of protective styles. Protective style and low manipulation styles are different. A low manipulation style could be twist outs, braid outs, buns. When you carry your hair in a high bun, like what I'm doing here, I'm not manipulating it. It's just a low manipulation style, not a protective style. Do not mix the two. Yep. Yeah, so braids. Braids can cut your hair when it is tight. As I said earlier, those hairstylists that do not send your hair, those hairstylists that do not care about the general health of your hair, should be avoided. Please, when you notice that an hairstylist, you wonder twice, thrice that please losing the grip of your hair, your hand is tight, my hair is paining me, and they did not answer you, please, it's not by force. Tell them you're no longer interested. Stand up. If it's that they lose your hair or they wash it, pay for the services already done, and tell them don't worry. Go to another salon, go to another hairstylist, and patronize the other person's services. Better still, you could just get a natural hair salon. Natural hair salons are scarce here in Nigeria. I have no reason why. Braids really look good. The bigger the braids, the better. I feel when your braids are made in it, not those 1 million braids or 2 million braids, when they're like in a countable number, like 50, it's easier, because that way the hair is less manipulated. It will be easier to also take down. You're not spending years losing your hair. And also, when you are losing your braids, when you are taking down your braids, I know we like to hurry the process, so get the scissors and cut out of the, like, cut, let's say the length of the braid is this long, so you cut like half. so that you can easily take it down. Please ensure that your hair is not part of what you are cutting off, because your hair could grow and you are underestimating the length of your hair, that my hair cannot have reached here. You carry us and cut your hair unknowingly. So you want to be very careful when taking down your braids, especially when you are not losing it from the tip, because it's going to be very long and tiring. You want to like fasten the whole process, and you want to like cut out of it and lose the remaining. Please ensure you are not cutting your hair away. Also, while installing your braids, there's this they say trim. They want to trim the braid. They carry scissors or a fire or a candle or something, and they are like using it to trim the braids, make the braids neater. It's your hair that they are cutting or burning. It's your hair, sis. Queen, it's your hair. Not like they should not trim. I don't know what there should be a better way of doing it. I believe they should, because I don't do it. There should be a better way of doing it, that they don't have to like trim your hair in the process of making the hairstyle neat. Please, it's your hair they are cutting. Yeah, cornrows are really nice protective hairstyles. Your hair is quite exposed though, but the ends are taken away, the ends are tucked away. If you're at the ends tucked away, oh yes, the tip, the back, you could like tuck it in when you want to sleep or something, so that you do not like expose the ends of your hair at the back of the cornrow to manipulation and damage. But cornrows are really nice. I feel a better way of doing cornrow is like installing a crochet on it, or a wig or a weaving on the cornrow, so your hair will be protected. Please, when wearing wigs are also a protective style. When wearing wigs, I feel you should put on a wig cap. The importance of a wig caps really help to protect your hair, so that while wearing the wig cap, you know the friction between the wig and your hair, there's going to be a barrier between the wig and your actual hair. You get? So please wear wig caps when wearing a wig, so that when you are wearing the wig, the friction will not affect the hair, and when you are pulling it out, the friction will not affect your hair. The wig cap will safely protect your hair. There are short-term and long-term protective styles. Short-term are the ones you do for like 2 weeks, while long-term protective styles are the ones you do for like a month plus, 6 weeks, 3 months, 2 months, and the likes. Those long-term protective styles are the ones that people claim to do more damage to their hair. You should know what works for you in between the short-term protective styles and the long-term protective styles. This will depend on your lifestyle. Are you always busy? You have a busy schedule? Then you should go for the long-term protective styles. Do you have patience to take down a long-term protective style? What is your detangling technique? How do you detangle your hair? Not just taking it down. Yeah, how do you detangle your hair? Yes, they are totally different things. So you may successfully take down your protective style, but in the detangling process, how do you tangle it as well? That is another factor that would determine if a short-term protective style or a long-term protective style would work for you. Longer-term protective styles require a lot of patience and also a lot of care while detangling, because there are a lot of shed hair and tangles stuck in your hair. So you need to want to take your time and detangle. Also, your hair type, your curl pattern, your density. People with thick density should do hairstyles that are bigger in size. Bigger in the sense that, let's say for your braids, you could do like 20, 30 braids or max 50 braids. You don't want to be doing 100 braids, 200 braids. Your hair is full, so it's going to cost you and the hairdresser a lot of time, and also going to cost you a lot of time and headache when you are taking it down. These are factors that you should consider. Also, your curl pattern. People that a curl pattern is 4C, you should want to do hairstyles that help to like stretch your hair, like twists, braids, cornrows, hairstyles that help make your hair stretched, not so that it does not have to like revert all the time to its coily state. You get me? Hope I'm making sense, because it will reduce breakage. I also heard about knotless braids. Knotless braids are much better than the normal traditional braids, so do more of knotless braids than the traditional normal braids. I heard that it protects your hair more and reduces it from damage, so you should find out about knotless braids and do that. So I have a video where I took down my 3-month protective style and I had no breakage, only shed hair. So if you are curious on the best way to take down your protective style, then that video is best for you, suitable for you. I shared my tips, I shared my secrets on how I take down my protective styles in order to prevent breakage and maximize length retention. So you should watch that video right after this. If you love this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and do not forget to comment what you loved about this video or what you learned. I'll see you in my next one.
'Cause I got you like you got me.